Stop everything you're doing and listen to me very carefully. Gemini, the fact that you clicked on this specific reading is not a random algorithm working. It is the exact moment in your cycle that brought you here. I feel the invisible weight you have been carrying in silence, that exhausting feeling of taking 2 steps forward and being pulled 3 steps back. Do not scroll past this, because what I'm about to reveal will lift a burden you didn't even know you were allowed to drop. The visible pain is the Gemini who always seems to get stuck right at the finish line, the one who feels the heavy stares but pretends not to notice, learning to speak less to avoid bothering others. Think of the lighthouse standing alone on the edge of the jagged cliffs, battered by the stormy waves at midnight. It doesn't fight the storm, it simply outshines it. You will understand why certain people always seem to drain your energy right when you have good news to share. You will discover the exact mechanism this spiritual envy uses to try and dim your natural light. You will learn how to identify the subtle signs that someone is secretly rooting against you. You will find out how to raise an invisible shield that reflects any negativity back to its source. And before this message closes, I will tell you one sentence about your life that you will carry with you for the next few months. Have you ever felt that there is a strange, heavy pressure on your life that intensifies precisely when things are starting to align? As if something inside you knew that not every look around you is rooting for your success, but your mind hasn't been able to accept it yet. What if this series of sudden roadblocks, friendships that randomly cool off, and inexplicable exhaustion isn't a coincidence, but a sign that the universe is trying to show you the spiritual envy surrounding your Gemini path? Because while many people pretend that envy doesn't exist, few realize that every delayed victory can carry an unspoken look, an invisible chain, and a spiritual siege that hasn't been cut yet. But what if the great turning point lies in this revelation that you haven't been able to apply yet? Now think with me, why does everything stall in my life exactly when it's about to work out? What if every project that died the night before, every compliment with a bitter aftertaste, every brilliant idea of yours shining in someone else's mouth, every heavy energy after certain encounters, and this constant feeling of being watched too closely were signs of a spiritual envy you have ignored for way too long? It was searching for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret of the Universe to Keep Envy Away from Gemini's Life. This book is not just a read, it is a revelation created for Gemini who desire to understand where this energy that blocks your path comes from, cut the invisible ties of envy, the evil eye, and silent sabotage, and keep this energy away from your life for good, so you can grow as light as you were born to be. Many Gemini already feel that they need to protect themselves from this energy surrounding them, but they still haven't made the decision to download the digital book. Download it right now. It is available in the first pinned comment. But pay attention. The access could be taken offline at any moment. It reveals reflections, hidden signs, and directions that can transform the way you walk through the world. Do not wait for another victory to stall at the finish line before you seek protection. Click right now, download your copy, and discover why the envy that tried to dim your light might be the exact proof that the universe has prepared a brilliance for you that is simply too big to go unnoticed. If this first word has already touched something within you, write, "My light is protected" down below. Not for me, but because another Gemini who is exactly where you were a year ago needs this message to find them tonight. This path has a map, and it is already within your reach in the first pinned comment. In a little while, I will return to it. And if for some reason you are not interested or you cannot acquire the digital book right now, there is still another open door for you. I don't receive a single penny for any of these messages I deliver here every day. Nothing at all. And even so, they keep coming out every day for you and for every Gemini who still needs to be reached. If at any moment your heart wishes to give back a little of what you received, there is a voluntary donation link open in the first pinned comment right below the book. Any amount that fits in your hand today, any amount that your heart points to, that is what keeps this channel standing. That is what makes the next message reach another Gemini tomorrow, exactly as it reached you today. I will be waiting for you there, Gemini. I haven't even told you the most important part yet. There are 4 signs that this siege is already operating on you, and you will recognize at least one. I need you to lower your guard for a moment. We are about to step into a space that your logical mind has been trying to avoid, because facing this truth requires acknowledging that not everyone who claps for you wants to see you win. I see the invisible weight you have been carrying in silence. I know how heavy the air gets in certain rooms when you walk in carrying good news. Notice how your body reacts to what I am about to say right now. Pay attention to the sudden tension in your neck, the tightness in your shoulders, or the shift in your breathing. Your physical body always registers an energetic intrusion long before your rational mind can make sense of it. There are 4 exact signs that this invisible siege is actively operating on you right now, pulling the strings behind the scenes. The first sign is that sudden, sharp exhaustion that hits you at 3 p.m. right after you shared a new project idea or a burst of good news at a coffee shop. You were excited, vibrating with that classic Gemini brilliance, and then, completely out of nowhere, your energy plummeted. Your chest felt heavy. This wasn't just physical fatigue, it was your energy field desperately warning you that the smile across the table wasn't rooting for you. You called it inexplicable exhaustion. The universe called it a silent energetic drain. The second sign is the unexpected cancellation or roadblock at 8 p.m. on a Friday, right when you were ready to celebrate a personal victory. For some of you, it manifests as an inexplicable delay just hours before you sign a major contract. For others, it is a close friend who goes completely cold and distant exactly when you level up in life. You look around and wonder why things always seem to fall apart at the last second. You called it bad luck at the finish line, but the universe called it an invisible siege, isolating you to protect your energy from someone who simply couldn't handle your light. The third sign is that heavy, lingering headache after reading a text message disguised as a compliment on a Monday morning. The words on the screen look entirely supportive, but the energy behind them is incredibly dense. You read it, and suddenly you feel a strange weight on your shoulders, a subtle discomfort that you immediately try to brush off. You called it paranoia when you felt those heavy stares hiding behind sweet words. The universe called it deep spiritual perception. The fourth sign is the sudden urge to delete a post, cancel a meeting, or hide your joy late at night, fearing that your happiness is somehow too much. You look at your own success, and a silent voice tells you to shrink yourself, to speak less, so you do not attract unwanted attention. This wasn't humility, Gemini. It was the subtle, crushing pressure of an invisible siege making you shrink yourself to fit into someone else's narrow comfort zone. These signs have a common origin, and it has a very specific name. But before the name, you need something else. There is a path of protection, and I am going to open it right now, before the name, before the word, because whoever carries the weight of this invisible siege needs relief before receiving the revelation. Stay here. And this is exactly where the path of protection opens up. The signs that just hit you didn't hit by chance, Gemini. They are the physical and undeniable manifestation of that cold weight that isn't just fatigue. It's a field that closes in around you every time your light grows. It feels as if something deep inside you already knew that not every look around you is rooting for your success, but your rational mind simply hasn't been able to accept it yet. You keep trying to find logical explanations for spiritual blockages. What if this series of sudden roadblocks, friendships that randomly cool off, and inexplicable exhaustion isn't just a random string of bad luck, but a glaring sign that the universe is trying to show you the spiritual envy surrounding your Gemini path? You have been trying to solve an energetic siege using logic, reasoning, and patience, but logic cannot cut invisible ties. I have seen Geminis who are exactly where you are right now. People carrying an immense brilliance, terrified of shining in public, because every time they took a step forward, an invisible force pulled them 3 steps back. I watched them shrink themselves to fit into rooms they were meant to outgrow, desperately trying not to trigger anyone else's insecurities. I watched them silence their own brilliant voices just to keep the peace with people who secretly resented their natural light. They carried the burden of everyone else's discomfort as if it were their own fault. And then I watched them finally realize that they didn't need to change who they were. They didn't need to speak less, and they certainly didn't need to apologize for their success. They only needed to learn how to completely seal their energetic field against this silent drain. The doors that shut at the last minute, the friendships that went cold when you leveled up, the sensation of carrying stairs that no one will admit to. It was searching for answers to this silent sabotage that I found this digital book called The Great Secret of the Universe to Keep Envy Away from Gemini's Life. This is not just another collection of generic advice or superficial positivity. It is a profound, practical spiritual mapping that reveals exactly how to understand where this energy that blocks your path comes from, cut the invisible ties of envy, the evil eye and silent sabotage, and keep this heavy energy away from your life for good, so you can finally grow as light as you were born to be. It strips away the confusion and hands you the exact mechanism to protect your brilliance. The core revelation here is simple but absolute. Envy cannot reach what it cannot understand. The siege only holds power while it remains unseen in the shadows. Once you map it, once you expose how it operates around your specific energy, it loses all its grip on your life. But you must act now, because this cosmic window does not wait for those who hesitate to claim their own peace. Every day you spend without this path is another brilliant project stalled at the finish line by an energy that doesn't even belong to you. Every week you leave your energetic doors wide open is another wave of inexplicable exhaustion, draining your natural momentum just when you need it the most. Every month you pretend this heavy, bitter energy is just a coincidence, is another major victory delayed by a spiritual siege you haven't yet learned how to completely cut off. You are paying an invisible tax on your own success, and it is time to stop the bleeding. The book is waiting for you in the first pinned comment. Download your digital book right now, while this word is still alive and vibrating within your chest. Do not let another day pass feeling the crushing weight of stairs you cannot explain, or the sudden urge to hide your joy from the world. Reclaim your space, lock your energetic doors, and secure the complete shielding from this siege that only this path maps out entirely. Take a deep breath right now, Gemini. Hold it for a second. As you release the air, imagine that same lighthouse standing completely alone on the edge of the jagged cliffs. The stormy waves crash violently against it at midnight, but the lighthouse doesn't fight the storm. It doesn't ask the wind to quiet down. It simply outshines the darkness. The darker the night gets around you, the more undeniable your natural light becomes. That heavy tension you've been carrying in your shoulders is just the fog trying to convince the lighthouse to shut down. But your light is not a negotiation, it is a birthright. And raising this invisible shield around your energy is the ultimate act of preserving that light. And as I had told you earlier, Gemini, besides the digital book that is in the first pinned comment, there is that open voluntary donation link right below the book. I continue to not receive a single penny for each message that leaves here for you. That is why this link exists, so that another Gemini tomorrow finds exactly this message that found you today, whatever amount your heart points to. Every such gesture keeps our channel standing and makes the next message reach whoever needs it, exactly as it reached you today. The next layer goes deeper, and now with the path laid out before you, the name descends. You have spent your entire life trying to find logical reasons for the sudden drop in your momentum. You blamed your own timing, you questioned your own capability, but what is blocking you is not a flaw in your character. It is a precise, calculated, energetic structure designed to feed off your natural momentum. This structure has a name. It is called the invisible layers of the unspoken word. This is a revelation in layers, Gemini, because the siege does not attack you directly. It wraps around your life in three distinct suffocating layers, hiding in plain sight. The first layer is the visible pain. You know this one intimately. It is the Gemini who always seems to get stuck right at the finish line. It is the one who feels the heavy, bitter stares in a crowded room but pretends not to notice, slowly learning to speak less, to share less, just to avoid bothering others. You think you are being humble, but you are actually suffocating your own brilliance under the weight of someone else's unspoken jealousy. The second layer goes deeper. It is the hidden enemy. This is the spiritual envy itself, the invisible siege of heavy energy that settles over you. It is never a specific person you should point fingers at, but an entire energetic field surrounding you, attracted by the sheer magnitude of what you carry. Envy cannot reach what it cannot understand. The siege only holds power while it remains unseen in the shadows. And then there is the third and most dangerous layer, the internal resistance. This is your Gemini pride working against you. It is that impulse to make jokes about your own pain, fearing you sound completely paranoid if you speak the truth. It is the sudden, quiet urge to silence your brilliant mind, just so you do not attract any more unwanted attention. It is not your fault. It is not bad luck. It is not a coincidence. It is the invisible layers of the unspoken word tightening around your neck, feeding on your hesitation. Think of the lighthouse standing completely alone on the edge of the jagged cliffs, violently battered by the stormy waves at midnight. The darker the night gets around it, the more the lighthouse is forced to shine. It attracts the chaotic winds and the crushing water, not because it is weak or misplaced, but because its light is absolutely undeniable. The storm hates what it cannot extinguish. But notice what the lighthouse does. It doesn't fight the storm. It doesn't ask the wind for permission to exist. It simply outshines the heavy mist without ever dimming its own light. This is exactly where you are right now. Gemini, you have been attracting the storm simply by existing in your full, vibrant brilliance, apologizing to the dark for being too bright. But now you are learning that your light is your ultimate defense, and your absolute refusal to shrink is the very thing that will break this cycle. I have watched you swallow your good news at crowded tables, shrinking your vastness to keep small minds comfortable. I allowed you to feel the bitter weight of this spiritual envy, not to punish you, but to force you to finally build your energetic shield. I have given you a brilliance that offends the shadows, and I will not let you hide it anymore. Your time of being an energetic sponge for the insecurity of others is permanently over. There is a man who carried this exact same invisible siege for years. He lived precisely the reality you are navigating today. He would build his massive dreams in total silence, putting his heart into every detail, only to watch them inexplicably crumble every single time he dared to share his joy with the wrong crowd. He thought he was cursed. He thought he was simply meant to struggle. And then the revelation hit him. He realized he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just leaving his energetic doors wide open for anyone to walk in and drain his momentum. He stopped trying to analyze the envy and started to block it. What changed in him was the absolute, unshakable certainty that he no longer needed to dim his brilliance to keep others comfortable. He learned to seal his field completely. You are processing this right now. You are feeling that sudden sharp tingle of recognition spreading down the back of your neck, a physical confirmation that your soul already knew everything I just said. But breathe through it, Gemini. Do not look away. The deepest truth is still ahead, and it has your name on it. This revelation isn't just about understanding the heavy energy around you. It is about recognizing who you actually are beneath it. Because you cannot permanently seal your energetic field until you finally accept the magnitude of the light you carry. This siege didn't target a random soul. It targeted a specific spiritual architecture, and there are 3 exact shapes this architecture takes in your life. The first is the overseen who learn to dim their own brilliance just to survive the heavy stares of others. Gemini feels everything before a single word is spoken. Gemini reads the room and instantly shrinks to keep the peace. You have spent years dimming your natural glow, hiding your brightest ideas, quietly convincing yourself that being smaller would make you safer. The second is the translator of worlds, who connects what no one else can connect and sees the invisible threads holding everything together. You are the one everyone comes to when their world falls apart, because your mind can process the chaos they cannot handle. But your hidden vulnerability is that you leave your own doors wide open while translating everyone else's pain, absorbing their heavy energy as if it were your own. The third is the bearer of 2 flames, who conquered every single victory by carrying the crushing weight of 2 entirely different worlds at the same time. You hold the vision of what you want to build in one hand and the heavy expectations of everyone around you in the other. You have been exhausted not because you are weak, but because carrying 2 massive worlds without an energetic shield is spiritually unsustainable. You are not just one of these, You are the silent, breathtaking combination of all three. Notice your chest right now. Feel that sudden, deep warmth spreading through your lungs. That warmth has a name. It is the absolute recognition of your own spiritual magnitude finally breaking through the fog. You are no longer apologizing for being the lighthouse. You are stepping into the exact identity the universe carved out for you, and it is a powerful thing to witness. But this identity that was just declared over you needs to be sustained, because the Gemini who knows their own worth without knowing the siege that surrounds them goes back to carrying stairs that aren't theirs. The sudden doubts, the bitter whispers, the silent roadblocks, the heavy energy after certain encounters will return if your field remains open. It was exactly to seal this newly recognized brilliance that I found this digital book called The Great Secret of the Universe to Keep Envy Away from Gemini's Life. It is available right now in the first pinned comment. Do not wait for the heavy stairs to return before you secure what was just said about you. Your energy is way too precious to be left unguarded for another day. Click the link right now, secure your digital book, and guarantee that your field remains entirely closed to the invisible attacks of the unspoken word. This is your definitive tool for sustaining the new identity that was just declared over your life. I promised I would return to this, but before we move forward, you need to know exactly how this cycle will try to return to your life, because it will try. I said I would show you exactly how this cycle will attempt to creep back into your life, because it will try. The invisible siege doesn't just give up the moment you recognize it, it regroups, it waits for you to drop your guard, and it returns wearing a more subtle mask. There are 3 specific tactics this heavy energy will use in the coming days to test your new shield, and I'm giving you 3 exact weapons to cut them down before they touch you. The first tactic is the doubt that sounds like your own voice, telling you that you are not ready. This is an insidious attack, Gemini. Right when you are about to make a big move, a sudden thought will drop into your mind convincing you that you are an imposter or that it is going to fail. It disguises itself as logic, but it is not you. It is the siege trying to paralyze you from the inside. When this happens, use the first weapon. Physically snap your fingers to abruptly break the thought loop and declare, "My mind is my own." That simple action cuts the psychic cord. The second tactic is the backhanded compliment that tries to reopen the door to your energy. For some of you, this manifests as that colleague who praises you but leaves you feeling drained. For others, it is that old friend who reappears right when you are succeeding, offering congratulations that feel incredibly heavy and bitter. They are testing your perimeter. When you feel that dense energy disguised as kindness, use the second weapon. Physically brush off your shoulders and declare, "I return what is not mine." Their heavy energy will bounce right off your shield and return straight to the sender. The third tactic is the sudden urge to hide your success and shrink your light. You look at what you have built, feel a surge of pure joy, and then an invisible pressure forces you to downplay your victory, fearing that your happiness is simply too much. It is the siege trying to force the lighthouse back into the fog. When you feel that urge to apologize for your own glow, use the third weapon. Stand up completely straight. Take up physical space in the room and declare, "I am allowed to shine." The invisible interference immediately loses its target. These 3 weapons protect you from what I was able to show you today. But the cycle has more layers than what fits into a single video. Because when the compliment comes with a bitter taste, when the project stalls again at the last minute, when the nameless exhaustion returns after certain meetings, you will need more than just a momentary defense. It was exactly to give you the complete map of protection you need, so this siege doesn't catch you off guard again, that I found this digital book called The Great Secret of the Universe to Keep Envy Away from Gemini's Life. I am not rushing you. I am warning you. Do not wait for the next siege to finally open this map. This cosmic window of revelation is open right now, and the energy you leave unprotected today is the victory that stalls tomorrow. The link is in the first pinned comment. Secure your life. And now I need you to stop learning for a moment and begin to feel. I want you to stop whatever you're doing with your hands right now. Just for this moment. I need you to completely lower your guard. We are stepping into a space where your logical mind is no longer required, a space where your spirit finally takes the lead to do what reason could never accomplish. Let your shoulders drop. Take one slow, deep breath. You have spent so much time holding your breath, constantly anticipating the next invisible blow, trying to shrink your immense vastness so that the people around you wouldn't feel intimidated by your light. You have carried the exhaustion of 100 hidden battles, but right now, in this exact second, you do not need to defend yourself anymore. You are completely safe to simply be the lighthouse. I want you to take another deep breath, letting the air reach the very bottom of your lungs. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Imagine a massive, crystal-clear mirror slowly rising from the solid ground beneath your feet, surrounding your entire body in a perfect, unbreakable circle. Listen to the profound silence as it locks into place. As this absolute barrier forms around you, feel that heavy, lingering tension in your neck and shoulders instantly dissolve into nothingness. Every envious stare that ever crossed your path, every bitter thought spoken behind your back, every heavy intention directed at your Gemini brilliance hits that mirror and reflects straight back into the universe, returning precisely to its sender. Notice how your breathing suddenly opens up. The crushing fog is rapidly dissipating. Your energetic field is now clear, incredibly bright, and completely sealed within this absolute reflection. Let go of the crushing weight of the unspoken stares that you carried into every single room. Let go of the quiet, agonizing guilt you felt every time you achieved something truly brilliant. Let go of the sudden urge to hide your success late at night just to keep small minds in their comfort zone. Let go of the heavy, bitter energy of those who only wanted you around as long as you remained small and accessible. Right now, you are permanently stepping back into your full magnitude. You activate the overseen, absolutely refusing to ever dim your own brilliance to survive someone else's shadow again. You activate the translator of worlds, learning to seamlessly connect the invisible threads of the universe without ever leaving your own energetic doors open to the storm. You activate the bearer of two flames, carrying the massive weight of your vision behind an energetic shield that never falters. You are feeling a profound, undeniable shift in your chest right now, a deep, warm release of a heavy energy that was never yours to carry in the first place. Before we seal this protective field completely, write down below the name of someone you are carrying through this journey. Or if this path is just for you, write in one sentence what you are expecting the universe to return to you. I will read it, and you will not be writing this alone. Do not release this potent energy just yet. We are not finished. Stay with me. I seal the doors of your home against any unspoken jealousy. I seal the fruits of your silent effort so they are no longer delayed. I seal everything that is currently on its way to you, protecting it from the heavy eyes that watch from the shadows. We who carry in silence the massive weight of two entirely different worlds finally understand that we do not have to carry the discomfort of those who cannot handle our light. For years, we absorbed the heavy energy of crowded rooms, believing it was our duty to translate everyone else's pain while leaving our own energetic doors wide open. But the time of shrinking ourselves to fit into someone else's narrow comfort zone is permanently over. I saw you swallow that good news at the table because something warned you that it wasn't safe to share. We felt that sudden, sharp hesitation in your chest when your brilliance threatened to offend the shadows. We know exactly how exhausting it is to always read the room and quietly silence your own vibrant mind just to avoid triggering another person's deep insecurity. We are no longer accepting the invisible siege as a normal part of our path. The sudden roadblocks, the friendships that randomly go cold, the inexplicable exhaustion, they are no longer mysteries to us. They are recognized, mapped, and actively blocked. We do not fight the storm anymore. We simply outshine it. We step into this profound identity today, fully acknowledging the immense spiritual architecture we were born to uphold. We lock our energetic fields, reflect every bitter stare straight back to its source, and reclaim the natural momentum that is our absolute birthright. The lighthouse does not negotiate with the fog, and neither do we. The doubt that sounds like your own voice telling you that you are not ready ends here. The backhanded compliment that tries to reopen the door to your energy ends here. The sudden urge to hide your success and shrink your light ends here. Gemini has never been half of anything. Gemini is not envied for being light. Gemini is envied for carrying two worlds where others can barely hold one. Don't let go yet. The universe has just told you, I saw you swallow that good news at the table because something warned you that it wasn't safe to share. And it is exactly for this reason that I need to remind you of something before sealing this. What was cut here in this exact moment is absolutely real. The relief you feel in your chest is the undeniable proof of your energetic release. But tomorrow morning, the world will try to convince you that nothing changed. That heavy stare that will try to sit on your back again tomorrow morning is just the siege attempting to test your new boundaries, waiting for a single moment of hesitation. You cannot afford to leave your energetic field exposed again to those who secretly resent your growth. It is exactly to ensure you remain entirely protected that you need the constant company of this digital book called The Great Secret of the Universe to keep envy away from Gemini's life. It is available right now in the first pinned comment. This is your definitive step-by-step guide for sustaining the shield that was raised in this journey, so it isn't lost by tomorrow. Do not let your Gemini pride convince you that you can fight a spiritual battle using only logic. Do not wait for tomorrow to test the protection that was built today. Click the link in the first pinned comment, download your copy immediately, and keep your immense brilliance permanently shielded from the invisible attacks of the unspoken word. There are thousands of Geminis listening to this right now, in the exact same silence as you. If this voice found you today, subscribe to the channel. Not for numbers, but because the next message of this series will look exactly for the ones who have already crossed this first one. In the next video of this series, I'm going to show you the exact sign that appears 3 days before the siege falls, and why almost every Gemini completely ignores it. Do not miss it. And still in this video, Gemini, before I seal this hour with you, I come back one last time to this request. You have walked with me this far, you have crossed every word, every revelation, every sign. And if at any moment of this message you felt the universe touch you, you know this video was not an accident. The voluntary donation link remains open in the first pinned comment, right below the digital book. Not as a charge, not as an exchange, but as a giving back from the one who received to the source this message came from. Any amount your heart points to. And the universe sees every gesture. The universe sees, and the universe multiplies over your home, over your days, over what you don't even know is about to arrive. This was my last request. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you so much. And when that heavy, unspoken stare tries to return, remember that the answer has a name, the great secret of the universe, and it is already within your reach. The stormy waves will continue to crash against the cliffs at midnight, but the lighthouse will never again ask for permission to shine through the fog. Your light is undeniable, and now it is completely protected. Now you can let go. This message is complete. What was seen was seen. What was cut was cut. Walk light, Gemini.